What's up, guys? It's Dunn.
And Drew.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
And also click the bell to get notifications for right when we upload new videos.
Dunn and Drew, baby.
Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Keep my soul through the fire.
What if I told you he starred in more commercials than he did wins? That while he didn't look it, he's actually starving. Starving for another Super Bowl. That in gambling on a celebrity head coach and general manager, Las Vegas may have hit the jackpot. What if I told you the best actor in Hollywood plays football? That Cam Newton wouldn't let a dynasty die. What if I told you he gave locker room cancer a different meaning and inspired football team to victory? Dunn and Drew's critically acclaimed Dirty for 30, presented by Manscaped. Welcome, guys. Daddies, to episode 152 of Dunn and Drew. Me and Dunn are back at it again. As I said last time, I warned y'all, episodes will be dropping Monday nights from now on. I saw that we didn't have our usual listener count on our last episode. I know we threw a curveball with I don't know what day we dropped, Tuesday. But for now on, Monday night drops, Dunn and Drew. Put it in your calendar. Get used to it. Football season's here. And
how many beers deep are you? Because I've been drinking a fuck ton waiting for your ass to get on here.
I'm 3 sips of wine deep. Oh, which reminds me, let's get today's episode with. This is a new thing that even if you're listening, you'll have to partake in. This is called win a game, win a shot. So what we're doing is that name right now is tentative. It could change next week.
Win a game, win a shot.
If your football team wins the week, you take a shot. And the amount of shots you take is how many wins your team has on the season. So, for example, the Jags lose next week, we take 0 shots. They win next week, we take 2 because they're 2-0. So if you are a fan of the Packers, the Seahawks, the shit. I know more teams won, but that's the top of my head.
How you in the corner already? Bills. Raiders.
Pats.
Football
Raiders. Football team won. Good shit from all y'all. Chiefs. So, all right. So, Eric, what you got?
I got beer.
But did you hear me? It's a shot.
Yeah. You want me to go get my bottle right now?
Yes.
Fuck.
Come on for the views.
Come on, views. I'm sitting here killing my supply that I got yesterday.
It's one.
2 days ago.
Look, I'm taking this gross ass, Walmart ass.
Hey, no one told you to buy that.
I didn't buy it. I stole it.
It's Jameson.
All right. Go get it.
All right.
Let's go. We're 1-0. What is this even?
We're about to be 6-0, babe. You seen the schedule? Boy,
don't
get me started.
Bro, if we're 6-0, we got to take 6 shots.
Imagine.
Whipped cream vodka with natural and artificial flavors colored with oak wood extract, chocolate cream liqueur. All right, we're going to do it. If your team is 1-0, you better be doing it too and sending us a Snapchat and Instagram video, an Instagram reel, a Twitter video, Twitter picture of you doing the same thing, okay? We're all 1-0 out here. And if you didn't win, maybe next week. Unless you're a team of... Let's look at my notes here. Unless you're a team of the Jets, possibly. Let's see, the Dolphins. Nah, Dolphins are tough. All right, he's back.
Was I long?
You're always long.
Oh. So here's the thing.
What's the thing?
This is gonna be a 1 week thing. We going 1-15.
Jokes.
Yeah, jokes. We're about to fucking.
If we are, then I'm a Chiefs fan, and I'm about to be taking 13 shots week 12 or week.
We're about
14.
to run this league, boy. Y'all seen Minshew? Y'all seen him get like a 197.2 passer rating? I don't even know how.
We
high
don't
he
do
goes.
ESPN passer ratings. We do normal passer ratings. Look
I
at
just
Ben.
made that- I
Look
just-
at Big
I just made
Ben's
that
arm.
number up.
Look at Big Ben's arm. He's in a fucking, what is that thing? He's got that thing like suited up.
Did they
We
show
are
him on the
recording-
sideline or something.
We're recording right now during Giants Steelers. Oh, Barkley. He's gone. Whoop.
Ooh,
Anyway.
that made me hopping all game.
All right, ready? Want to know
Stalling. What are you drinking?
this weird mixture.
All right,
Cheers.
I got Jameson. Fuck,
I wish I had yours.
I bet you do.
Oh, that was nothing. What the fuck? It's kind of gross, actually. All right. Let's go.
Man, that feels good. Oh, I got good.
So welcome to episode 152. Eric, I toss it over to you.
Oh, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dunn and Drew. I'm feeling good after this week. Our conference finals are set. Yeah.
Conference finals.
Those aren't. But football is back. Jags are 1-0. Life is good. And I wrote this in here before Sunday. So I typed Jags are 1-0 to say on this podcast before the Jags even played. Boy, I told you I was going for them niggas. But this is not a Jags podcast. But you know I got to wear this tank when we're doing good or we're in the news. Just to reiterate so y'all know, we hitting everybody. We talking about all y'all teams, not a Jags podcast. But I'm lit. I'm hyped. I'm happy. Not a lot went on this week. You know, this week was just build up for Sunday, I feel like, for me in my personal life. But the rest of the week was pretty dry. Pretty dry. I was like chill, laid back, not a lot happened. You, on the other hand, you was dealing with some shit. But we'll go through that later. Let's get into these shout-outs.
Don't know what you're referring to, but all right. Play the music. Kings of the Weekend is
I like
here.
to surprise you.
The kings of the weekend.
You're always late. All right.
You edit it.
We got some great Apple reviews this week. Let's check them out. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we read this one yet. This is from Danny Z156.
My
He left
guy.
this September 9th. He said, 2 goats. Pretty much the only podcast I go out of my way to listen to. Been a listener since the Jags were good, 2017. That's when we started. Haven't missed a pod, and I look forward to every new episode. Always has me laughing my ass off. Thanks, Danny. Next one is
Danny.
from Wiz Calaf. He's in our
We know him.
he's
That
in our
man- that
he's
man
in
busy.
Patreon and Discord chats, so we're familiar with this guy. He said, "Love this podcast more than my wife."
Oh, Jesus.
If you're okay with a little bit of raunchy mixing with your sports take, then this is the perfect podcast for you. Dunn and Drew are grade A comedians with some grade A takes. I've never had a podcast grab my attention like this one. He says he's proud to be a daddy. All right. Thank you, guys.
God, I love that name. Daddy's just Daddy. God, it just rolls off the tongue. You know, it just worked. Dunn and Drew, the D. It's perfect. It's perfect. Great idea, Drew, to start this in 2017.
Are you tanked?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
Do I seem tanked?
Kinda. Oh, I like how you got the bear still there.
Thank you for
The,
noticing.
the bear follows you around, doesn't he?
He does. Pantsless. I want to shout out everyone who may be listening, but has never once said a word to us on social media. I know there's some of y'all out there. We get too many listens. There's some of y'all out here that just be listening, but don't say nothing to us on social, never reach out, never comment on nothing. This shout out's for y'all, the quiet ones that are secretly listening to Dunn and Drew. Every listen counts.
Maybe they're embarrassed.
All listens matter.
All right, before we get into the episode, gotta do another shout out to our partners at Manscaped. Fellas, don't skip this. Don't fucking skip this. Because I know if you're like me, you press the fast forward 30 seconds, but don't do it. I promise I got something special for you in here. Manscaped. Fellas, 2020 has made it hard for us to stay hygienic as we should be. Luckily, our partners over at Manscaped have just what you need to turn your bathroom into your own private dong salon. Dong salon. Wish I could take credit for that one myself, but I can't. This company, guys, is literally on a mission to change the grooming game with their grooming that they have, the grooming tools and lotions that they have available. They actually just released their products in the UK, Canada, and Australia. So you can now shave your down under in the down under. I actually came up with that. They did not tell me to say that, but I came up with that. You can now shave your down under in the down under.
And we do have listeners there, so.
We do. The lawnmower, doing so, you'll be using the lawnmower 3.0. I know you guys seen commercials. It offers a replaceable ceramic blade with advanced skin-safe technology. They actually have that trademarked, advanced skin-safe technology, which helps reduce grooming accidents. The waterproof technology also allows you to groom in the shower for up to 90 minutes.
It's nice.
Also, these formulations, like for the cream that they have, I didn't know this, which makes me feel better about myself, knowing that they're all vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, and paraben-free. So you know your disco stick is in good hands. I didn't even know cream could be cruel or could be non-vegan, as Ben Roethlisberger takes off for a 10-yard scamper. Didn't know he could still do that. He can run.
Ben Roethlisberger.
It's like when Derrick Henry gets going. It's like once Big Ben starts moving those wheels, if you have a car that takes a while to get going, but once it does, it's whoosh, all that weight behind
can't relate
it.
to the car talk, but
You can't. But the
listeners
body, when you start running and all that weight gets going, it's just like you can't stop it. It's
Right.
like it's a freight train. So guys, for Manscaped products, don't buy anything unless you use our code because you need 20% off and the free shipping. That will save you, I don't even know how much, but depending on how much you buy, that's worth it in itself. Dunn and Drew is the code, no spaces, manscaped.com, and promo code Dunn and Drew. All right, support's also brought to you by our Patreon. Don't forget, guys, $5. You join, you get a bonus episode. And this year, we're doing the bonus episodes. It'll be the NFL preview show. So if you listened last week, you heard all of our takes that we'll get to eventually. Tell you if we actually did pretty good, right? Against the spread.
Yeah, we did pretty good. I got a question on one of them. We'll get to that later.
So patreon.com/DunnAndDrew.
Yes. Whew. Sign up for that. Get a bonus episode. We are going to get into our NFL takes. But before that, I need an update on what the hell is happening in the Atlantic. I saw in the news that there was like 7 hurricanes like just hovering out there, but I'm confident that none of them are going to hit the East Coast because for some reason we stay protected out here. Hurricane season's over. I've moved on.
Oh my God. We're in the peak, bro. Okay, so
The peak.
since you're not paying attention, Hurricane Sally, Louisiana just got the worst of luck this year. Hurricane Sally is getting ready to hit them as a Category 2. I think it's hitting Tuesday. So Sally's
bad.
there. We got Tropical Storm Teddy, Tropical Storm Vicky.
What you doing?
So-
what you doing? Hurricane.
Bro, there's only one name left on the hurricane list. This barely ever happens. These are the earliest that they've ever named, got to the V's. V name, Oh my God, what a touchdown. This is the earliest they got to the V's. There are currently 5 storms in the Atlantic. The next one will be called Wilford, I think, or Wilfred. But after that, they start going to Greek alphabet because they run out of names. So it's going to be Alpha, Beta, let's see. Gamma?
I think it's
Anyway.
Gamma.
So that's the hurricane update.
I'm not worried.
We know you're not.
They're all going to hit the goal for mind their business. You want a Category 5 to hit us so bad. You relax.
I feel like you do with this jinxing.
I'm not trying to jinx it.
You never try to. You just do.
We never have hurricanes here. So why is it going to be any different this year? It's not. They all go into Louisiana for some reason. Always.
What's in Louisiana?
Like every 3 years, we maybe get like a 4 that hits us on the surface, kind of. But until we get smacked, I'm not going to take these seriously. It's been like 16 years since we got smacked. So when you got numbers like that, how am I supposed to take hurricane season seriously? I can't. Louisiana, they're fleeing, obviously, because they're getting shit on. But Florida East Coast, we chilling.
We're not. We are actually right now, but I kind of hope it smacks South Daytona. Just a
There you
category
go.
5.
5. Yeah.
You're homeless. You finally move in with me.
I start paying
Oh.
you rent. Yeah. Hello. You want an whorehouse in there?
What?
Nothing.
It's my brothel. I just have men coming in and out.
Yeah, sports. Yo, listen, before we get into the NFL, which everyone's dying to hear our takes, of course.
I got something to say. What?
Okay.
Go? Oh, you got other sports shout outs. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's give some love to the other sports that nobody cares about real quick. How are your Rays and How are your Rays and Lightning doing?
Rays. Well, I think the Rays are at the top, the AL East, and my Lightning. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's AL East, but I think they're on top. Don't quote me on any of it. I just know I got the Rays part right. The Rays, Tampa Bay Rays. The Lightning are playing tonight, and if they win, they go to the Stanley Cup. I am living. Actually, the Bucks didn't have a great outing, but I'm just living in the mecca of sports towns. It's unbelievable. Only thing we're missing is an NBA team that's in the bubble. But
Oh, I'm proud. I'm proud of you.
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing if the Lightning can close because they're not. I have a friend that likes the Lightning, and every time they choke, they choke. So let's see if they can get it this year.
They're going to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Are they winning it though?
That's a good question.
They have a big banner in that city, right? This is the City of Champions. Because they had one year where I think the Bucks and Lightning won in the same year, so they're like, let me put a City of Champions up here. They ain't won since, so they need a championship this year to actually claim that title.
And it's going to come from the Bucks. Like I said. Oh no, I didn't. I said they're going to lose to the Chiefs.
Lightning's closest. So I'm focused on hockey right now,
especially after
tunnel
this week.
vision. Kucherov, I think is his name.
I won't say.
I watch.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I said his name. I butchered his name. NHL fans, give me the pronunciation on Twitter or something. You can do voice tweets now. I saw Naomi. Yeah.
You can record your voice and post it?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Just nobody uses it really. Like it came out one day and people used it that day and never caught on. But it's not really a point. But saw Naomi Osaka won. Yay. Who won the men's? I saw two niggas that I don't know in it.
Team THIEM. He was playing Zverev or I don't know how to say his name. German dude. Yeah, I know. Djokovic wasn't in it. Nadal and Federer didn't play in it. Djokovic also obviously the one that got disqualified. But it gave this guy which I don't know. It's like I don't think he would win any. Is he putting an asterisk? He's not putting an asterisk next to the title. But it was a thriller. I'll tell you that much. It came down to a tiebreaker in the 5th set. So
that's always nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wasn't it on during football though?
No, it was perfect. But it ended right in between that window of the 4 p.m. games and the Sunday Night Football. So it was they probably love that. People tuning in like myself, checking.
Oh, team one. Let me check in the Sunday Night Football.
It up.
That game was ass. Yeah, so that's it for the irrelevant sports. Now on to the only one that really matters, the NFL.
So let me start with this observation. Fuck preseason football. Like, I watched Sunday football, and I had no, what am I trying to say? Awareness? No, as I watch a highlight of my fantasy tight end, George Kittle, get taken out. He's questionable for this week. I had no feelings, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it didn't look like we missed out on preseason football. Like, yeah, maybe the Bucks would have been a little bit more buttoned up. But I didn't see you didn't see special team. You didn't see people returning kicks for touchdowns, because that stuff is this kind of stuff that gets buttoned up in preseason football, like special team stuff. But it looked like a normal Sunday NFL lineup on the TV.
It did. I don't even watch preseason football. It was pretty pointless. That's what training camp OTA is for. You don't really need to get into a full game setting. They don't even start their starters in those games. They start them for like a couple series and then they take them out. So what are we really doing here?
Having to watch preseason football next year is gonna suck. I like.
Well, they
so
may cut it to 2 games if they have it at
better.
all.
That's better.
Way better.
Yeah.
4 games, all of August. No thanks.
Yeah, that's so dumb. 4 games, and they make a big deal out of it. They charge season ticket holders the same price for the preseason games as they do the regular season.
No thanks. College, I think college should have like one preseason game.
That's what they kind of do with unless you have like the big game of the week that has like the big matchup. But normally teams don't they schedule the easy peasy games for week 1?
Well, if they're fucking nice like that, yeah, they'll have like one game where they have a college come in just to get smacked. But that's sometimes the week 3 too. Depends. It just depends. But yeah, a lot of the FBS teams have those FCS teams on their schedule because everybody got to get some money. The freebie game, FAU been a victim. Last year they were a victim. Ohio State, fuck. This year we were going to play Minnesota, but that got taken off because Big Ten isn't playing. But our first game is next weekend. But we aren't talking about college football. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Speaking of college football, I watched that shit last weekend and I have no feelings. I watched Clemson. I watched Iowa State. Watched FSU. Watched Notre Dame. But it's like it just didn't feel right. We didn't get every single conference playing. It didn't feel. SEC hasn't even kicked off yet. It's weird. It's weird right now.
What was strange about some of the football games I watched was they would social distance throughout the stadium, and then I don't know if it was a student section or what. They'd have like one section of the stadium that was shoulder to shoulder. Everyone's sitting right next to each other. I didn't get it.
Yeah, college kids ain't gonna listen. The student section. If you're a student and you're in the COVID college football year, they tell you this. I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna sit next to all my homies. Mask on, shoulder to shoulder.
Mask on.
They can't kick everybody out, but. You can't have rules like that. Not for college students. I can only even with NFL. I saw some people the Jags game who didn't wear their mask the whole damn game. It's just not practical. People aren't going to put their masks on for the entire game.
Mask on.
Come on, man. Social distance shit. Like we are in September now. This shit's been going on since March. We're over it. Get the vaccine, get the election done. Let's go. Let's keep this life moving. We're over this COVID shit.
Okay, well, just because you say it's over doesn't mean it's over.
I didn't say it's over. I said we're done with it.
Doesn't matter. All right, before we get into deep in the NFL, a couple hindsight 2020 items for you. Hindsight 2020. Of course, Bill Belichick and Cam Newton beat the Dolphins. Of course, Bill Belichick is the GOAT. And even if half of their defense starting players opted out, that they would still hold the Dolphins to 11 points. Of course, it's Bill Belichick.
Play the Seahawks next.
And of course, here's another one. Hindsight 2020. Of course, the Cowboys are still the Cowboys. That's 2 things I want to get off my chest. We'll preview before we dive deep into these NFL games. What you got? You got. Oh God, you got to listen to you for a minute. Go on.
Nigga, that's nothing. That's a small ass.
It's got like 4 sentences right here.
This nigga hates hearing me talk, but said he couldn't do a solo pod. Pick. So the first time in my life I got to watch like all access NFL.
What does that mean?
I had an NFL Sunday ticket over the weekend, but I got that because shout out to the guy that gave it to me. I'm not gonna say your name because you might get a whole bunch of people in your DMs, asking you to get the fucking login and shit. But the Jags weren't on my local CBS station for the last game because the Dolphins were on, only because they were playing the damn Patriots. Only reason CBS chose that game. So I needed a stream to watch the Jags game for the fucking show I was doing. So my friend thankfully gave me his login, or else I would have been fucked. Had to find a stream somewhere. But I was so focused trying to have, a good first show that I didn't really watch any of the other 1 p.m. games. I didn't even watch highlights. So I'm going to try to hit up Red Zone next week. And for week 3, when the Jags play the Dolphins on Thursday, I'll be able to watch like all the games on Sunday for week 3 because our game will be done. So For these games that we're about to talk about, my analysis will be from the highlights that I did see from them, because I did not see a lot of games on Sunday because I was just all in on the Jags game, but this is not a Jags podcast. And my analysis will be off the dome because I did not feel like typing.
Nothing's better than NFL Red Zone. Oh my God. Why you got this hookup with the Jags doing their games, like doing the commercial breaks. Why haven't you said, hey, can you get me an NFL Game Pass so I can watch the game? So I can talk about it?
Because I didn't check the guide until the day of the game.
Well, you know that in where you live that they don't play every Jags game on TV.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be the first one out the fucking gate. Like, I checked the guide for next week, and Jags Titans will be on CBS at 1. So I'm just used to always seeing Jags on TV, so I assumed we would have had it, but we didn't for week 1. But I'm chilling now. It don't matter now. But after the fact, when I did bring that up, one of the guys on the front office said, I think he's a finance guy, he said, I run all the Jags credit cards, so we could hook you up with a Sunday ticket if you need it. But I had already gotten it by that point.
So Schefter just tweeted that a picture of Mike Vrabel arriving to the Titans Denver game. The mask he's wearing says, "Please give the ball to Derrick Henry." That's funny. And
Don't laugh.
Apparently Schefter reached out to a Broncos official who replied, "Their first 5 plays will probably be passes." That's funny. That's funny. You're not amused.
I'm not amused by anything Titans related.
Okay.
I'm in this. It's Titans hate week. I'm in the zone.
True.
Go Broncos.
True. I put money
Lock.
down on. I put money down on the game.
For who?
For the Jags. The fuck.
Oh, that game. Thought you were talking about Titans and Broncos.
Oh, I'm beating you. Oh no, you're beating me. What? All right. Game picks.
There's one game I did not put in here, so we'll get to that when we get to that.
Apparently, Eric's winning 9. He's 9-4 on the season. I'm 8-5. I find that one hard to believe, but we'll get into this. So let's start Texans at Chiefs.
Count, nigga. Shit.
Boy, did I fuck this one up. I said Chiefs would win, but I took Texans with the points. And I think I did say that I can see this one being close or the Chiefs just coming out and blowing the doors off the Texans. That's how it went. Sometimes I'm so bad at predicting shit that I just want to quit the podcast.
Is that serious for you?
Yeah, like I'm just like, the game's happening. I'm like, why the fuck do I talk about this? Because I'm completely wrong all the time.
Not all the time. You went 8-5.
True. I guess I am kind of nice. So here's my analysis.
You're actually 9-5, but I didn't put the Chargers Bengals game in there yet because I had a question about it, but we ain't there yet.
So here's a quick analysis on this game. There's nothing you can do to beat the Chiefs. Literally nothing. If they're humming on offense, they added Clyde Edwards-Helaire to the mix. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's
crazy.
I mean, just
30-some yards running in his first game.
His name, you just know that he's gonna be good. When you got a hyphenated name on your jersey, he looks like a little MJD out there. It's just
Trying to think of somebody who's ass with a hyphen.
Can't.
Can't.
It's unfair. There's one takeaway that a little negative from this game. Kenny Stills. I started him for some reason. He gave me 0 points.
Had you not started Kenny and put anybody else, maybe would have won. I don't know. I don't know what our score is right now. I got Sterling Shepard versus Titans D tonight.
I haven't looked. It's not pretty.
Hopefully Titans D doesn't score 25 because that's what it's looking like. Andy's going to need to beat me week 1.
I think I've said this before. After bad fantasy week, I just avoid the app. I don't care to open it. Maybe I'll place waivers, but other than that, I don't like talking fantasy. Fuck it. But if I win, I'm all about talking about my team.
Yeah, you're going to show your ass. Yeah, you're going to be like, I picked him up. I played this guy. I know about this. Shut up. You gassed like all of us. All right, let's get into these. Seahawks-Falcons. Seahawks were favored by 1. We both picked Seahawks winning covered because we're not fucking dumb.
Russell's deep ball. His deep ball is still a thing of beauty. That pass to DK Metcalf. Oh my God, what a rainbow! Very pretty.
Did see that highlight. God, I wish I had DK on my fantasy team this year. He's going to have a breakout year, even though he kind of broke out last year, but he's going to have a real good year this year. God, I got the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. God, I wish I lived in Seattle. Fuck.
This is a great town, isn't it? Like the Seahawks.
Wouldn't know.
That's all. Seahawks. Who else?
Never been. Seattle Storm.
Storm. Anyway, let's go. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Jets and Bills. Bills were favored by 6. Bills won by 17. I don't know why I put Jets.
You high?
I was tanked. Bills won.
A lot of people, adding me when Josh Allen does something good. But fear not, worry not. He did have some embarrassing plays.
I took Jets with the points. Still believe in Sam Darnold for some reason.
You did, and I took Bills to win and cover. You were surprised at that when I did that on our Patreon episode, patreon.com/DunnandDrew. But I said that the Jets just weren't. You can't. The system that the Bills are running with Josh Allen. With Josh Allen at the helm, he works with it, and he was going to make mistakes, and he did. But the Jets aren't good enough to overcome it. Sam Darnold, yikes! People, Jets fans, Gary V, I know you're listening. They love them some Sam Darnold.
So did I, but fuck. What a bad take.
I mean, I loved him after that USC, what was that game? Notre Dame. It's the one game where he was just going all out.
Don't remember. Memory's trash. Our game, Colts at Jags. Colts were favored by a touchdown and a half. The disrespect. Actually, 7.5. Sorry. If you want to be technical. Andy picked Jags to win outright. Motherfucker picked the Jags to win the whole division, if we're being honest. And I took Jags with the points. Technically, they covered.
They did, so you get the point. You get the game there. But I was just a little bit more bold, saying that they wouldn't only win with the points, they would win outright. And they did. I know my fucking team. I know that my team, I know that the Colts haven't beat the Jags in Jacksonville since 2014. I know that the Colts haven't won on opening day since 2013. And I was so confident in this. I bet $10 on the game and won $9.10. So, yay.
How'd you not make money from that if you bet the underdog?
I don't know. Like I bet 10 and I won 19 or whatever, but like the 10 doesn't count because I already put it in. So I made $9.10. I don't know how people get addicted to gambling. That's not fun to me. Betting 10 to win $9 back.
Well, they usually put more than that.
But you're right. But I feel like if that's what it's doing is just doubling my money, that's too risky.
Yeah, that's
unless
gambling.
unless I'm completely confident. And Jags, I was nervous, especially that first fucking drive. Oh my God, the Colts and Phillip Rivers. I was like, here we fucking go again. It's just Phillip Rivers on the Chargers from last year all over again. Who's gonna be their Austin Eckler? Phillip Rivers, he nearly threw for the same amount of yardage. Good Lord.
The whole first half was kind of like, oh fuck, here we go. We're about to get beat by 50.
Yep. I mean,
that's why the win was so crazy to me, because like they flipped the switch, which Jags don't usually do.
Flip.
They completely flipped how they were playing on both ends of the ball in the fourth quarter. The third quarter was a little shaky as well, but fourth quarter is like just something different. But we were managing to stay with them the entire game, and then old Minshew, old defense, close it out on old Rivers.
I didn't expect us to pick off Rivers. Like we don't do that against him. He tears us up, which he did in the first half, and all game really, except for those two mistakes that he did.
And it wasn't even like it was fucking the rookie and Wingard.
What is he? A safety? A corner?
He's like the backup.
He's a white guy nonetheless.
Yeah, with flowy hair.
And then our rookie C.J. Henderson, the corner that we drafted out of Florida in the first round, he makes a statement.
He was nice.
Yeah, he was nice.
He was a dog. He was making great tackles in the open field. He was not letting anyone get by him. And when Josh Allen got hurt for cramp, why are you cramping in the NFL? Boy, drink some water. And Kaylavon Chason came in for him, and he got a pick, but then it got taken back because of the penalty.
Chason got a pick?
He got a pick.
Oh, that was him that got the pick? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, we got to chill because we're naming off too many names right now. and we're normally not this good about other teams' players, and we
At
know that
all.
this ain't a Jags podcast, so we got to chill on knowing the names, and we got to chill on talking Jags. Let me just add one more thing. Don't forget, guys, that about a week ago, Leonard Fournette was quoted as saying, "For the first time in my life, I finally have a quarterback after signing with Tampa." We all saw what Tom Brady did, and we all saw what Gardner Minshew did. 3 touchdowns, only 1 incompletion.
Which is dropped.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he was 100%?
I feel like he's gonna be one of these games. That's crazy.
Now,
But
week one's when he goes off.
Last take. So I know y'all tired of hearing about the Jags, but our running back though, James Robinson. That's why they were able to throw so well, because they had to stop the run game.
That's why I picked him up in fantasy football.
And teams usually got Fournette's number. You saw what he did in the Bucks: 5 rushes, 5 yards, 1 yard wonder. I'm moving on. Fuck the Bucks. Bears at Lions. We're going to move through this real quick. Lions were favored by 3. The Lions could have won, but they dropped a game-winning touchdown, I think. I picked the Lions to win. Drew picked the Bears to win outright, and they did by 4. Trubisky had 3 touchdowns. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's off the dome, because I just remember that stat.
Damn.
Yes. So, Lions fans, kill yourselves.
I'd say this is the game that I watched the least amount of this weekend.
I don't blame you. But if you kept it in the same division and watched the Packers-Vikings, you probably got a boner, because there was a lot of scoring in that game. Vikings were favored. Aaron Rodgers came out pissed because they drafted a quarterback.
I told
his
you.
old self.
I told you that was going to happen. You doubted me.
You picked the Vikings to win and cover.
I know, but I just did say that it was the Aaron Rodgers middle finger tour, and it started in Minnesota. He went absolutely off. I don't know. Was it just all to Devontae Adams? I didn't watch the highlights for this one.
I didn't either. I saw one pass from him on Undisputed. That's it.
Skill.
But it's a long season, guys. We got plenty to talk about as the season goes on. It's week 1. Relax. We're not going to sit here and analyze Packers team right now. Dolphins at Patriots. Patriots are favored by 6.5. Cam Newton's first game with Bill Belichick. I picked the Patriots to win. They did.
You said win and cover, and I said that the Dolphins would get close enough.
Faith in old Fitzpatrick.
I'm an idiot. Like, this is the stuff that, like, Bill fucking Belichick. Why didn't I pick up Cam Newton in fantasy? Why didn't I know that Josh McDaniels was going to work his magic with this man and turn him into a fantasy god, like turn him into the player that he needs to be used as? He had Cam Newton rush 15 times for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Of course he did. Most rushing yards by a quarterback under Bill Belichick since 2000. That was a year. 2000. That's so weird. 2000. That means Brady went nearly 20 years without rushing for 75 yards. Bum.
Do you think this is sustainable though? I feel like the Patriots don't have many receiving options. So
yeah, I don't know who the hell he threw to.
He threw. I looked at the stats because Cam Newton's on my fantasy team. He rushed for 15 times, and he passed like 15 times, 15 or 19 times. Completed 15 passes out of the 19. So I don't know when they play like better teams, because Patriots got a pretty tough schedule.
Oh, they got a rough first half of the season
compared to the Bucks. But that Cam Newton's not going to be able to rush 15 plus times a game and get W's, especially on the Seahawks that they play on Sunday Night Football next week. That's going to be a great game.
It's going to be so fun to watch. Like, I remember complaining
though.
I remember complaining about the Patriots schedule when it came out, but now they got Cam Newton. It's very interesting.
It is, but it's going to be tough because them boys you got nobody to throw to. You got Edelman, and then after that, it's like we could be out there running routes with the Patriots.
Bro, Daniel Jones he's pretty good. I mean, not pretty good, but he's not bad.
He's what Josh Rosen should have been. A lot of white boys out here that just didn't get with the right teams. Baker, just kidding, he's trash. The Browns next, fuck, that was gonna be a good transition. Eagles versus the football team. Wow, 8 sacks by the football team.
I was at a bar and 8 sacks.
8.
Brian Kerrigan out there doing his thing still.
Chase Young out there doing his thing.
Chase Young, Ohio State, right?
Right.
How many sacks did he get?
Don't know, but the team had 8.
Wow.
But
8
he did have
sacks.
one play where he rolled off a chop block on the outside edge and came in, grabbed Wentz. Wentz almost got away, but Chase Young grabbed him by the ankle. And then as Wentz is like hopping away and Chase is on like his stomach grabbing his ankle, he punches the ball out of Wentz's hands while he's grabbing his ankle. I mean, it's a fucking monster.
So you're telling me Carson Wentz is out 8 weeks with a broken ankle?
I wish.
Oh. There's no way Wentz got sacked 8 times and he's still going to play next week. Yeah, how is he not on IR?
He's going to be on doubtful soon. Well, they do got Jalen Hurts. They got him for that reason. Little insurance pick.
So apparently Ron Rivera made the greatest halftime speech because this game was like all Eagles. I remember I was at a bar. Eagles fans were nearby, like cheering and just getting hyped the whole game. How about the bar that I was at? Like, you're supposed to be social distancing here in this town, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying the virus is fake, but I'm saying let people live a little bit. And I'm a proponent of like opening things up for people to enjoy themselves. But this was ridiculous. This was shoulder to shoulder, no space, no one wearing masks, people standing up. It was a wild NFL. Football's back. Like football is probably going to kill this virus because either just everyone getting it because people don't give a shit, and then it just everyone gets immune after they get it. Shit, actually, that's the only reason. That's the only reason.
That's most of it. Shit.
That's it. So yeah, I saw the Eagles fans hype, and then halftime speech. Apparently, the greatest halftime speech ever. Ron Rivera does some IV drips for his cancer that he has. He was diagnosed with cancer early this year, and he got a planned IV at halftime. And apparently, second half, the football team just played for him. No pun intended, or no pun intended. Football team, they played for him.
Did they know this before halftime?
I mean, it was planned. I don't know if the team knew what he was doing, but I don't know if he went into a private room to do the IV drips or whatever he did. But he did some IV for his cancer. And if I'm a fucking player and I see my coach getting IV, I mean, maybe if I saw my quarterback getting IV drips, that would pump me up more. But if my coach was doing it and still going back out on the sideline, that's pumping me up. That's probably why they got 8 sacks.
Yeah, that and Miles Sanders didn't play.
Miles Sanders was inactive. Much to the chagrin of my fantasy team. I don't know if that's how that phrase is used, but it sounded good.
I don't think I've ever heard that phrase before.
Much to my chagrin.
My chagrin. What are you, Irish?
Much to my chagrin.
We surprised that we both took.
Yep. Chagrin as a noun means annoyance and disappointment.
Woo! God, you read.
Much to my chagrin.
We both picked the football team to cover. Wow. So I'm shocked.
And they won.
Shocked. They got Cardinals next, so I don't know if I'll do that again. But next, Raiders, Panthers. This was a high-scoring game. Didn't see any of it, but we both picked the Raiders to win and cover, and they won by 4, and they were favored by 3, so we got that. Las Vegas, coming out strong. New team, new
that Josh
stadium.
Jacobs.
Oh, he's a beast. I laughed at you when you picked him in daily fantasy. Didn't realize he was a monster.
He's a monster.
25 rushes, 3 touchdowns, 93 yards. A lot of volume there, a lot of volume. Derek Carr don't even got a pass, but he had 1 touchdown. Browns at Ravens. Yikes. We both picked Ravens to win and cover, obviously, because we aren't dumb. Ravens were only favored by 7. They should have been favored by 27. Because they won damn near by 30.
I got to apologize to Lamar Jackson. I mean, he did not look very good versus the Titans, but in the playoffs, but he can be accurate as hell sometimes, and he makes it look very easy. So, my apologies to Lamar Jackson.
Looking at his stats right now, 20 for 25, 275 yards, 3 TDs.
It's nice. When those Ravens, like, how do you defend that? I'm so glad the Jaguars have not had to play him yet, because can you imagine what that'll look like? disgusting.
We're
Having to
gonna
play.
find out December 20th.
We play the Ravens this year.
December 20th.
Oh no.
Mark the calendar right before Christmas.
No.
Right before Christmas. Great gift.
That's my Christmas gift.
Calais Campbell sacking Minshew and Lamar Jackson tearing up our secondary.
Is it at home?
Oh, let me check.
Oh man, not that it matters. Anyway,
Nope.
well at least the Ravens Stadium isn't gonna be packed because they can get loud.
Maybe by December.
Oh, true. If we're lucky.
It's Christmas. Come on, Christmas. The Ravens will be like, come on in. We about to make the playoffs.
All right, now for the late games, which is kind of when NFL Red Zone becomes NFL whatever game isn't on commercial break. Chargers at Bengals. Okay, so the Chargers won 16-13 and the spread was 3. So I'm guessing we both pushed.
Yes, this was my game where I had a question because I picked the Chargers to win and cover.
So
They
yeah,
won,
you get the
but
point.
They didn't cover.
No, you don't. The cover, when you say the cover, that's only to give yourself bonus points like off the record. You got the Chargers to win. That's all that matters, and they won, so you're good.
God, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Wait. I think I'm wrong.
I think it's a push.
Yes, it is because they won, but they did not cover.
Right.
Yes.
Because they landed on the spread. Even.
Yeah. So, yeah, you push, and then I'd said Bengals so I don't get any points for that.
Yeah, so I'm 9-4-1. Why, I'm a hockey team.
Wait, do I get the...
What'd you pick?
I said Bengals with the points.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, I pushed too?
They were within 3. So
No,
if
that means the game would be tied for me. So that means I push. You said Chargers win.
how does
wait.
betting work?
I don't know. Well, let's just leave this.
I wrote Chargers win because I wasn't taking the points. I thought Chargers would win, but the just saying.
Let's leave this game off the. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Plug your mic in. What was I gonna say?
One day I'll replace my mic.
Yeah, one day. Hey, how about the Bengals kicker when they were game-winning drive? Our boy Joe Burrow, my boy Joe Burrow, drove him down there
With ease.
He's looking good, and then they line up Bullock for the kick, and he misses it and pulls the old. I hurt myself. It's like me. I've done this. We all done this.
I haven't done that shit.
When you mess something up, you're like, oh damn it. Oh, I'm hurt. That hurt. So yeah, he pulled the old. Don't know.
Yeah, I would do that too. Like especially after my rookie QB got us all the way down to the almost goal line, and you're set up for a pretty easy field goal, and you shank the shit out of that. And did you hear that? In his post game interview, he said that he tweaked his left calf, but in the video he was holding his right.
No.
How you forget which injury you're faking?
That's
I thought that was funny.
that is pretty funny.
He said
That's
the wrong calf. So in the injury report,
Oh no. Daniel Jones. I don't know what happened. He threw the ball falling. The New York sports football, I guess.
How far or ahead are you? My shit's on commercial.
I'm behind.
I was like, what the fuck are you reacting to? I'm looking at avocados.
Daniel Jones throws it up, falling down, and they're 5 yards from the end zone. And it's in the air with 5 Steelers around it, and they just pick it off with a lineman. That was ugly.
Oh god.
That's the shit you can't do in the red zone, let alone when the goal line is right there.
Luckily, we picked the Steelers. But first, your Bucks.
Those are my Bucks. They're a little rusty. They need some time.
Saints
Jameis
were
Winston
favored by 3.
Jameis Winston probably at the sideline thinking he's having a fever dream or something watching Tom Brady throw pick sixes for his Bucks.
Yes. I thought you picked the Saints.
Nope. Bucks to win with the points and wasn't really close.
That's why we have this doc. I picked the Saints to win.
I'll say this. I swore the Bucks were Super Bowl bound. Like my prediction was correct after that opening drive touchdown, and they did it in such Brady fashion, the typical Tom Brady sneak on the goal line.
You was hype after one drive. He
Yep.
said, Super Bowl's coming. Yeah. Saints threw up almost 50 on them boys. Bucks defense weak. Offense kind of weak too. Mike Evans, where you at? How you 6'5", not doing nothing?
He went into the game questionable anyway.
His bad. One reception, 2 yards. Not good enough.
Did Gronk play?
He had more than Mike Evans. He was only targeted 3 times. But it's like the Bucks didn't really have much time to get in sync. It's kind of like the Colts. You know, Rivers and his receivers weren't in sync yet. And that's what happened with the Bucks. So maybe, you know, we do need a preseason for them, but don't air the games because I don't want to see that shit.
But these are the quarterbacks that don't play in the preseason.
They play a few drives, few possessions. There was no chemistry between Colts and their receivers at all. That's why Rivers out here throwing interceptions. But I don't know what the fuck Brady and the Bucks were doing on offense because that shit looked atrocious. But I kind of expected it because Saints, you know, they're just nice. Saints just nice. You can't bring all these people in. Fournette ain't shit. Come on. Fournette ain't no game changer. He was a non-factor. But when I saw Gronk going to the Bucks, I was like, oh, it's kind of mean. It's kind of a mean team on paper, but they don't got it together yet.
Let me
Gulp.
Let me revise what I said about Daniel Jones. Looks like he was trying to throw the ball away, but the Giants player was smacking his hand as he was falling down. So that's why he went up in the air and got picked.
Now I think someone just fumbled.
Yeah,
looks
like the Steelers fumbled, so Giants may get it back. Next game.
Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to win.
Here's a shocker. Cardinals at the Niners. We both took Cardinals with the points. The points was 7. They were giving the Cardinals 7 points, and me and Eric said, okay. And the Cardinals ended up winning outright.
It's because I'm all in on the Cardinals this season. I don't think I picked them to win the division, obviously, because the Seahawks are in it. But when they got Hopkins, we saw Kyler Murray last year. What'd he do? He got 5 wins on a team that wasn't supposed to win shit. So I figured they'd be a little bit better this year, even though they're playing the 49ers. I just don't trust Jimmy G. I like Kyler Murray way better. This is a mobile QB league. It's a black quarterback league now, baby. Say I'm wrong. That's right.
You're wrong. Only 10. There are 32 teams.
I'm in the style of play. Running and shit. But yeah, if I wasn't a Jags fan, if I was hopping on the bandwagon right now, I'd probably choose the Cardinals. They look nice. I like how Hopkins looks in the Cardinals jersey with his long ass dreads hanging out of his helmet. Yeah, it's Cardinals with the points. Cardinals win 1-0, tied with the Seahawks in that division, and the Rams. Speaking of the Rams, yes, finally got one by accident. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys at Rams. Jan fell asleep on this one. Cowboys were favored by 2.5. Cowboys, we both picked to win, but they did not. Rams did by 3. How did this end?
This ended, I don't know exactly how it ended, but there was a controversy. I woke up to Jalen Ramsey trending on Twitter. And apparently Prescott was trying to drive the team down to win the game. And he hits Gallup. Is that the receiver? Mm-hmm. He hits him on a streak. It's going deep. And they call offensive pass interference because as they were running down, like Jalen was on him, and you know the ball's in the air. You know they're doing what the corners and the wide receivers do when the ball's in the air on a deep ball. They're like wrestling with each other's hands, trying to get position. And Jalen, at one point, feels Gallup's arm on him, and I think he knows that he's got him beat. So Jalen flails like James Harden driving to the rim. He flails his head and his arms in the air, and he pulls that flag. And he was trending because Cowboys fans not happy.
I did see that play. I just didn't know how late in the game it was to make that big of a difference. But I guess that was the Cowboys' final offensive possession.
I don't know if it was a final, but I had already fallen asleep, so it was definitely late in the game.
Yeah. But like you said at the beginning of this episode, the Cowboys are the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're still the Cowboys.
They were supposed to win this game with all of that supposed talent they have on their team, and the Rams took this one.
Bro, I saw my fantasy football team. I saw my fantasy football season like flash before my eyes when Jalen hit Amari Cooper with the hit stick. I know you saw that on Twitter.
Oh, I did.
Oh
I saw that
God.
live. Wait, did I? I don't fucking remember. I don't know. My mind is shot these days. I'm 27.
It's the alcohol.
Wonder what it's going to be like at 40. Am I going to remember anything? Am I going to have Alzheimer's? Fuck.
Jeez, don't
How does Alzheimer's kill you? Like you
forget how
shit?
to how to swallow, how to eat, how to breathe, all that shit.
My great grandma died from that. Interesting.
Okay.
Don't want it. Hopefully
Thanks.
it doesn't hit me. Fuck.
Okay.
Monday night.
I'm not done.
Thoughts. Oh, sorry.
I love the Twitter highlights also. Speaking of Twitter highlights, Aaron Donald just abusing offensive linemen. He's pushing these offensive linemen into their quarterbacks, into their running backs. He's a dog. I think they should start him up because he generates so much power when he's like got space and he runs into people. They should not line him up on the line of scrimmage. And I always wondered this about defense. Like why... I know you want your defense as close to quarterback as possible, but why not start them, Aaron Donald especially, like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, or maybe more, maybe 5, so they can get a running head start, run at the offensive lineman full speed, and just push them into the quarterback. Have you thought about that?
No, I have not.
Like get a running head instead of like starting at in the 3-point stance, like right next to offensive lineman, so he can get up and then you're right there. You have no speed. Start a few yards back, run up to them and push them. That's brilliant. That's what I would try first day on the job.
Is it? Because I feel like the offensive lineman will have more of a opportunity to get a stance to put their weight back onto Aaron Donald. Whereas if it's like right off the ball, Aaron Donald can like just push your ass right off the ball because he's good at timing that shit and he's strong enough to do it. But if you could see Aaron Donald coming, I feel like you have a better chance of stopping him. Because
I don't know that.
He's big as shit, but offensive linemen are too. They're fucking huge as well. They're like 300 pounds. Aaron Donald's is really fucking strong and fast. So I think it benefits him to just come off the line because he can like get around him real quick, spin, like hand movement, whatever, all that technique bullshit. He's just a fast ass, big ass dude. But I don't know. Ask Sean McVay. Maybe he'll run something for you. Put him in the linebacker blitz with Donald.
Let's see what I can do. All right, Monday night we got Steelers Giants. Not looking good for the Giants. We both took Steelers to win and cover. Titans favored by 3 at Broncos. We both took Titans to. Oh, we got to say if we're going to win and cover. I'm going to say Titans to. Oh, wait. No, the Titans aren't favored. So, yeah, we took them to win. So that's all that matters. Titans. Wait.
I'm changing that. I think I'm taking Broncos to win.
Wait, the Titans are favored. So.
Yeah, the line switched because of the injuries to the Broncos defense. But I'm taking the Broncos.
I'm taking the Titans to win and cover. Derrick Henry.
It's Drew Lock season. Noah Fant. Sorry, I keep saying Fant. Fant sounds cooler than Fant.
Why is Times New Roman?
Shut up. Broncos win. Go Broncos. Injury list. Let's see. Nobody got injured yet.
Cam Newton, Evan Ingram, Tyler Eifert's fine. Cowboys D-line's fine. Leonard, 5 rushes for 5 yards. Maybe there's something going on there. Tyrod Taylor's fine. Joe Burrow's fine. Yep. They all survived week 1.
Yep. They all did. Unfortunately. NBA news.
NBA.
Fuck. Here we go.
If you blow a 3-1 lead, but everyone's watching football, does it even happen?
It didn't happen because I didn't see it.
It didn't happen yet, but the Clippers once had a 3-1 lead, and now they're tied going to Game 7 versus the Nuggets.
Did you watch 1 second of Clippers Nuggets on
I
Sunday?
didn't even know it was on.
This shit started at like 1 p.m., I think.
That's why I said if you blow a 3-1 lead, but no one watches, does it even happen?
This is crazy, but before we talk about the West, we must actually let's start with the West because the Lakers moved on. We know this. That happened like 8 days ago. Fuck. Glad that series is over. Well, probably the worst series of the fucking bubble so far. Am I lying? Jesus Christ! I didn't even watch the whole series. It's like Rockets. I mean, Rockets can't.
It's the Rockets are the Rockets. It's like, how many years are we gonna have to try the same old thing? Let's switch it up a little. I guess they did switch it up with Russell, but I don't know what's up with him. He's just a curse.
I don't think he's a curse. I think Harden just needs to be.
What does Harden need?
He needs to be the only guard.
We've seen him be the only guard.
They don't need. They were better with Capella there. They didn't need Russ. What you mean, Russ? What's he bringing to the team with Harden there?
I don't know what Harden
Energy?
needs to get. I don't know what Harden needs to get to the finals. What does he need
I don't know. I wish I could answer that.
to be in the East?
He needs. You need two players, right? Westbrook ain't it.
Yeah, he's not it.
He's not it. I don't think Westbrook is it for anybody.
That's
didn't-
a shame. I agree. I think he's just going to be a stat pattern the rest of his life.
And it didn't work
Or
with
career.
Westbrook, with Harden and Chris Paul either. I'm saying Harden doesn't need a guard. Harden is 3 guards in one. he needs a guy like Anthony Davis, like who can be a big and shoot. Giannis to the Rockets, joking.
God, I love when you
shoot
analyze
myself.
basketball.
Giannis to the Rockets. Kill me if Rockets get Giannis. But anyway, Lakers are waiting to see who wins Game 7 of Clippers and Nuggets. Nuggets, 1-3 Nuggets, down 1-3 Nuggets, scariest team in NBA playoff history. They came back from down 3-1 to the Jazz, and now they're about to beat the Clippers. I got Nuggets in 7.
It's funny. It's the same way I think Lakers. I saw this on Twitter. Lakers, the 0-1 Lakers might be the scariest NBA team in playoff history. And I think the 0-1 Lakers versus the 1-3 Nuggets would be a great series.
I do too.
So all you got to do is get the Lakers to go down 0-1, win the next 3, then we got ourselves a hell of a playoff series.
Game 7. So Game 7 is tomorrow, Tuesday night. But the Eastern Conference Game 1 happens first because that's how the bubble's working right now. So on this show, we're gonna have to give our semifinal prediction based on Nuggets and Clippers because we don't know who's winning. So
wow,
that's why I said start with the West because they're fucking us right now because we're going to be 2 games into the Western Conference Finals next podcast, but we have no idea who's going to be in it until tomorrow night. So
all right, that was a lot. Tell me what I need to predict.
Clippers Nuggets Game 7 is tomorrow night.
But what was my?
So we need to pick who's going to beat the Lakers in. Or if the Lakers are gonna, who's gonna win the Western Conference Finals?
Because they'll probably have a matchup before our next episode.
They're gonna have 2.
Oh my god, that's crazy. All right, give me Lakers. If it's Lakers versus the Clippers, I don't know where you're writing this, so write it somewhere. If it's Lakers versus the Clippers, give me Lakers in 6. If it's Lakers versus the Nuggets, give me Lakers in 6.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Lakers
so I'm
in-
good. I'm chilling.
Lakers in 6 either way.
Yeah. Make it easy for you.
Lakers in 6 is pretty bold. Wow, this is gonna be tough. If it's Lakers,
Fuck it. I need to stick by what I said earlier. Give me Lakers versus Clippers, Lakers in 7. We're getting a 7-game series out of that shit.
if it's Lakers versus Nuggets, wow, what a series! I feel like
you kidding?
I feel like no one on the Nuggets can guard LeBron. I think Jokic and Anthony Davis would have a nice battle because I feel like Jokic is unguardable. That man makes everything. It seems like Lakers Nuggets. Wow. Am I going to doubt LeBron James against the Nuggets? These guys are dogs, man. They've been down 3-1 in 2 straight series. Could they win Game 7 versus the Clippers? I don't know. Kawhi, though. Kawhi the dog. Ooh, that's hard. Lakers Nuggets, I'm going to say Lakers in 7 if it's Lakers Nuggets. But if it's Lakers Clippers.
Bro, you don't trust Anthony Davis to guard the rim? They got so many bigs they can cycle through there versus.
I don't trust the Lakers bench. I have no problem with
Dwight
LeBron
Howard.
and
Are you
Anthony
kidding
Davis.
me?
Dwight Howard. He didn't play 1 minute versus the Rockets. He didn't have to, but I don't trust the Lakers bench at all. But if it's Lakers Clippers, give me Clippers, obviously, because I got to ride with them. They're my Western pick. I'm taking Clippers and
7.
Silver wants it to. Does he? Does he want to go home? Silver wants to go home. Clippers in 6. We get Game 7. Clippers Nuggets Game 7 tomorrow night. Now moving on to the East, Heat Celtics.
Come on, boy. Celtics in 7. I was correct.
Two young teams.
I was correct on my last prediction, wasn't I?
You were. I give it to you. Fuck.
Celtics in 7 versus who'd they play?
Raptors. My Raptors choked, but they should have been out earlier. But Celtics did their thing. They closed it out like they should have, and now they play the Heat. Jimmy Butler's been waiting.
This is gonna be a good matchup. They're like both teams are kind of like there's no one. Well, Jimmy Butler's is he superstar yet?
He's star.
There's no superstar in this matchup. It's just great team ball.
Right. Good coaching.
Great coaching.
Good players. It's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, I see this going 7.
But I think Celtics win because if you guys remember, before the season even started, when we made our season predictions, Andy picked Celtics to make the finals. He was a little reluctant, but he picked the Celtics to make the finals.
I did Lakers Celtics.
I don't remember the West team. It's in the
I
doc.
did Lakers. I didn't do anything else.
I picked Clippers Bucks because you took
Yikes.
the Celtics.
Bruh, no, you did it because it was in your
I
heart.
wrote it in the doc. You could check the doc. It says I chose the Bucks because I wanted to be different. But I said Celtics could be nice. It's in the doc. I said Celtics gonna be nice, and they are. So give me Celtics in 6 because I think they're gonna get their shit together this series after letting the Raptors come back. The Celtics are nice, bro. They were up 2-0 on the Raptors. The Raptors came back for whatever reason they did. They got lucky on that Anunoby shot. It could have been 3-0, and that's the Raptors. The Raptors giving Heat problems? Probably.
How about James Conner, 6 rushes for 9 yards, 1.5 per rush.
Running back's been asked this past Sunday, except for Josh Jacobs and our boy James. Don't quote me on that.
Jeez.
But yes, I got Celtics. It's going to be Celtics and Clippers finals.
And I got Celtics Lakers.
Unless the Nuggets win against the Clippers somehow, then I got Lakers winning that series in 7. That'll still be a good series, Lakers Nuggets, because for some reason they've grown on me. I hated them since last year, but Jokic is a dog. So that's my take. On to rants, raves, and reviews. I struggled to find many of these, but I have one review. Our Jags at home show is only going to get better. I think it went well week 1. I know you tuned in for a little bit. You were trashing Ashlyn. Relax.
All right, don't.
She's a nice lady. They don't listen to this. We going to get better. Trust. As the Jags keep winning, we're just going to have personality on there. We had a meeting today. They said they want me to
Open up more?
Not that.
Drink more?
No. Apparently we had hot mics before we went live, so I'm glad I didn't say the F word like the Reds announcer did.
Oh, the FAGG word.
Yeah. Imagine I get canceled from Jags at home. No, but they said like it would be funny if I like changed outfits, and I was like, yeah, Sounds great, but what would I? What to what? What you want me to wear? Mario or Luigi? I got something planned for like later in the year, but like I don't know what I would
Change
wear.
outfits. I'm dying. That's so funny.
Relax. No, but like for the Ravens game before Christmas, I'm gonna wear a Santa suit the whole time.
It's good stuff.
It should be Tank Santa, bottle of JMO.
Here's a rave. Looks like astronomers saw possible hints of life in Venus's clouds. And I don't mean Williams.
Shut up.
So here's what the article says. Astronomers have found a potential sign of life high in the atmosphere of neighboring Venus. Hence, there may be bizarre microbes living in sulfuric acid-laden clouds in the hothouse planet. 2 telescopes in Hawaii and Chile spotted in the thick Venusian clouds the chemical signature of phosphine, a noxious gas that on Earth is only associated with life. Several outside experts agreed this is tantalizing, but said is far from the first proof of life on another planet. They said it doesn't satisfy the extraordinary claims required.
Give up.
All right, I'm done with that. So anyway, life on Venus is the TLDR.
But it wasn't like human life. It was like organisms.
Correct.
Yawn.
Microbes.
Give me people. I got a rave. So I like to eat. I like a lot of cuisine. You know, Mexican,
do.
Italian, soul food, Chinese,
You
Jamaican.
can tell.
Relax.
Joking.
But that hibachi hit different. I ordered hibachi over the weekend, bro. That shit slapped.
Did they cook it in front of you?
No, I was Uber Eats. But I think that I think Japanese food is my fucking favorite cuisine. But let me find a Japanese girl. I'm gonna name my son Kawasaki Toshiba, my nigga. Gonna be Kawasaki Dunn.
You're gonna be arguing with your wife. She gonna
Toyota.
be like, how your Japanese wife gonna argue?
Mitsubishi. I gotta chill.
You remember Scary Movie 2 or whatever?
Yeah, I did a Vine because of that movie. I don't know if you saw it.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
That's when I hated you.
It was inspired by that movie. Oh, that part had me dead.
Mitsubishi.
And they had subtitles. He was just saying Japanese brands. Oh God!
Fuck.
Why racism funny?
That's why they did it all those years. Shit was a joke.
Ooh. Scary movie. There's like 20 of them shits, but that was the funniest part in all of them. Ooh. Sorry, the Japanese people watching. I'm really crying right now.
You actually deadass are crying. YouTube.com/Dunn and Drew. Here's a rant. So as you guys know, tennis, big tennis player, been in a league this season, summer season, went undefeated. I think I was one of only a few of us that went undefeated in the league. Get to the playoffs. The first match was defaulted. Second match, because the guy didn't want to drive to meet me in a play, he's scared. Second match, I meet my opponent. It rains. It's been raining here in Tampa Bay area for the past week straight, every single day. So we keep trying to play. We can't because we keep getting rained out. In the playoffs, you only have like a 4-day window to get your game in. But neither of us could have played in the morning. So got to the last day, we couldn't play. So with Ultimate Tennis, what the league does is they say, we'll flip a coin and the winner moves on. I'm bad at coin flips. I never win them. And of course, naturally, I don't win. So, and let me tell you, when we met up for that game that we got rained out on, we played a game. I was so much better, which makes it sting that much more that I lose the coin flip. Even though I was a higher seed, in my opinion, they should move the higher. If both of you genuinely tried to meet up and play, they should move the higher seed on.
I agree. I think that's bullshit. That
But
they
no.
did a coin flip.
They did a fucking coin flip. Coin flip. Fuck your coin flip. Put us on a fucking court, an indoor court. I'll kick his ass. So I gotta go another season. If you guys remember, last season I went undefeated as well, but I got injured before the finals, so I couldn't play in the final match for the championship. So another season back to back, going undefeated. Guess I'm gonna have to go undefeated again. Prove these motherfuckers that I've earned my chance to play, rain or shine. Put me in, coach. I won't disappoint you. I'm going to get this bag. What bag? The Australian Open's coming up.
Oh.
That bag.
You
That's a little
qualifying?
tease. We're going to see.
You playing time?
Time.
Or Zverev? I remember the names. Yeah, I was pissed for you. That's some bullshit. Some random person who's in charge of this shit just said, "Let me flip a quarter." Andy
Did
lost.
they? I wonder if they even flipped it.
They saw your podcast. They said, "Fuck this guy. Let's give it to the other." That's
I'm
stupid,
putting
though.
Ultimate Tennis on the map.
Like, why couldn't they just wait for a day where it didn't rain? Like, what is a rush? Ain't nothing going on right now. Just wait. They got deadlines. They got tennis tournament deadlines. Are you trying to keep up with the U.S. fucking Open? It's not going to rain every day. Could have found a day eventually to play. Stupid rules. Stupid people running stupid shit. Joking, it's
Thank
not
you.
stupid. You enjoy it. Sorry.
Coming at tennis. Here's another rant. Joe Rogan's new studio. He moved to Austin, Texas, and his new studio is disgusting. It
Like
looks
nice?
like they're inside a little red pill. It's circular. Not a fan. Don't know if y'all have seen it. You probably have. Ugly. Don't like. I miss his old studio where they had the little trinkets on the table. He had the American flag behind him, or sometimes he had Bob Marley. He had the exposed brick on the wall. It was just such a better studio look.
I just recently saw his episode with Mike Tyson. Is that in the new studio?
Is it red?
It looked red.
No, I don't think Mike Tyson was in the new one.
I watched it last week.
Why'd you watch that one?
It was on the barbershop.
Oh, wait. Really? What did they have?
Yeah.
Just YouTube playing?
Yeah.
No, Mike Tyson was in the old studio.
Oh.
But
I thought
anyway.
they said it was new, but whatever. Guess they
On a
lied.
recent episode, Rogan said that he offered to moderate this idea was thrown at him by his guest. He said, "Why don't you just have Biden and Trump in here for one of the debates, 4 hours, uninterrupted, no one else in the room, just cameras." And I think, with these debates that they're going to have, and they're going to have one coming up at the end of the month this
Oh,
month,
really?
in September. Oh yeah. I can't
God.
fucking wait. We gotta like live stream our like us watching. It's gonna be hilarious. And interesting. My problem with debate is you don't get the actual ideas from these people. You get one or two liners just to get a buzzword.
It's a rap battle.
Yes, just to get buzzwords in and a highlight reel to make a headline out of, or just give a quick synopsis. But there are issues in our country that you need more than just one or two sentences, or however long they give them, 1 minute or 30-second rebuttal. Like in podcast form, 4 hours of them sitting down and talking with Joe Rogan. Are you kidding me? That's brilliant.
Trump for that long? God.
You get in depth. It's Joe Rogan.
The content.
In depth convos about these people's plans. I think at the same time it wouldn't help. The table's too small. Those guys would be too close together, and they'd be talking over each other. But I think one at a time. If he had one of them at a time, I think that's more realistic. So
These
me and Eric-
debates are gonna be a joke. They're not gonna get shit accomplished. And then at the end, where they say their little 1 minute speech, Trump gonna say some bullshit. Joe Biden gonna say the same shit he says in all of his ads, and we're just gonna hit the polls in Trump 2020.
I can't wait. I'm glad you're sticking by that. I can't
MAGA.
wait for the debates.
I'm not voting for him, but he will win.
I can't wait for the your mom getting disown you for not voting Trump.
Well, I won't go get her.
She's still in Illinois. That's crazy.
Yeah, she said, hey, think about coming back in October. Think about how you're gonna come, when you're gonna come. I said, Mom, shut up, say your ass there, bitch. Joking, Mom. Love you sometimes. Last thought. Oh, here's a thought. Parents are gonna die soon.
Jesus
Tell them you love them.
Christ.
Because I was, I live with my dad, so like I walked by him and I was like, damn, this nigga's 60 something. I was getting a beer and I was like, I had this random thought. I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna make it to 60 as I'm getting a beer out the fridge. This was a random thought I had. It's like, damn, am I gonna make it to 60? It's like 30 plus years away right now. I wonder, like, what am I gonna be like at 60? Am I gonna be cute still? Fuck. I don't want to be 60. I want to be 55 and take me out of here. But before I go, tune into Jags at Home broadcast next Sunday versus the Titans. Andy said if we win against the Titans, he's going to the Dolphins game. So I'm holding him to that.
Why'd you put me on blast?
Because I think he's capping. Well, that's a big if, the fucking Titans in Nashville. Good luck, Jags.
Yeah, good luck with that one. We'll review all the games coming up in week 2 of the NFL season on our Patreon, just like we did last week, patreon.com/DunnandDrew. Looking forward to it. That episode will drop Thursday. Yes, sir. Hey, make sure y'all tune into those 2 games tomorrow night. NBA's finally coming to a close. Get it out of here. It's football season. That's our show, guys. Share this episode. Share your parents. Your mom hot. Share this episode with your friends, parents, enemies. Rate and review us on iTunes. We read them on the show now. Y'all heard them. Watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/DunnandDrew to see me cry. Subscribe to our Patreon for the bonus episodes that he mentioned. We'll see y'all on Patreon this week. But if you don't subscribe, then we'll see you next week. Episodes dropping on Mondays now. Football season, baby. If your team ain't want to know, your team ain't shit. This has been Dunn and Drew, baby.